Good morning. Happy Friday, everyone. 21st of March. We're 3 weeks in already. Damn. This year is really. It's going pretty fast, isn't it? So, um, Bitcoin. So, from yesterday, got not the perfect short, but a decent Bitcoin short. Off back down underneath to March. So, I'm going to take that off now just to make the charts look a little bit nicer. And some of these as well. Yeah, so we have a bigger stupid pocket coming in just underneath the weekly open, and I might as well. I actually need to check the long to short ratio. Let's see what's happening. Are people shorting this? People are shorting this down move slightly. So we've gone from 1.02 longs in the market to 1.64. Quite a big increase, not too bad, but yeah, people trying to long the dip, so the dip might keep dipping. Currently, though, on this hour, 8 minutes ago, we do have 60% short just on positions alone. But yeah, that's quite interesting. Let's have a look at the order book. We'd have a minor little 160 at 83.8 of Bitcoin, and then we have some more stuff at 83.6 holding us down. We also have some stuff at 84.5 and 84.6 holding us down. Sorry, the other stuff was holding us up. So we've got orders on both sides for the weekend so far. If they pull either of those, it will probably be a signal that we're going that way, one way or the other. And yeah, it's quite a lot of liquidity below us at like 83. Hold on, I don't like this model. Literally below us at 83.5. Lots and lots of liquidity. Uh, Basically underneath this. So underneath the 618, decent amount of liquidity to take. And yeah, we've got lots of support further down. We've got the weekly open. We've got the stupid pocket. So yeah, not looking too bad. And yeah, losing of March is kind of worrying for now, but it's definitely still looking like we could climb up into 90k if we, hold some of these gains and stuff like that. I do think it still looks quite good, and we are holding this swing. I think this is a 4-hour swing. Yeah, this 4-hour swing all the way from back here. So yeah, not too bad. Would like to see a hold of the weekly open if we do come down over the weekend, or would love to see a re-again of March right here, as we can just bounce off maybe the 618, maybe take the liquidity and then bounce back up into it. But we'll see. Maybe just go flat on the weekend. That'd be quite nice. Damn, I haven't been sleeping well this week. ETH's actually retesting the top of its channel right now, which is quite nice. Decent little price action. It's not too hard to follow right now. And yeah, there's obviously going to be a Stuba down a little bit further, the weekly open. I mean, we can just loosely do it. And yeah, I think for now, we are holding quite nicely. However, we have lost the daily open. We look like we're going to come do a little retest, maybe slightly lower. I would like to see the data on this, but I'm not going to do it at the moment. I can actually see the order book quickly. So much better than that. Oh my god, what? No, it's quite hard to see the order book on ETH. But yeah, still things still looking quite good, and we'll, rhubarb, you can't hear anything. You should be able to leave and come back in. Sound's gone for me as well. Is it working now? Ain't gone for me. Okay, fine. Nice. BRUSDTP has been moving crazy on the 3 minutes since launch. Oh, that sounds like something that I'm gonna be very interested in. Very, very interested in actually. So I'll definitely have a look at that. But yeah, just to finish off on ETH, I think it still looks good for higher. We're actually seeing a tiny bit of bullish price action for once. Um, would love to hold the top of this channel. If not, we'll hold the stupid pocket of the weekly open, and I'll try and relong that. But yeah, looks pretty good. Not too mad about both of those. Both long on them. Both happy. Both chilling. Solana. We'll just quickly do Solana and maybe XRP, and then I would love to see what you guys are trading. Yeah, Solana's currently on support right now, which is looking quite good. We're actually going to bull div on the hourly here. So look, lower low, higher high, which is quite nice. And yeah, I would expect us to find some support around here. Especially as we're in the combination of band as well. So maybe if we get like a wick in and then a regain of the weekly open, I think I'm going to long that. To be fair, the long, it's not really like that's probably where we're going to go first, and then it might fail. So just keep an eye on that. But yeah, we could be supported on May and then come back up to like 133 area at the top. It's not looking too bad though. Excuse me. Sorry about that. Sorry about yawning. Um, yeah, not too bad. Not too bad. As long as we can keep these higher lows, I think we're gonna break September and go up to Q3 possibly. Go up for a little test. So, left and rejoins work for 2 seconds, then mute again. Any luck? Technical issues. That's rough. I'm not really sure what we can do about that. If it's just specific to you. When I logging in, I get 10 seconds of voice and then cuts off. Very weird. Is that happening with anyone else? My mic's showing suppressed. Is that normal? Yeah, that's fine. Fine for Emerson, all good for Mikal. Yeah, that's really weird. Have you guys updated your Discord recently? I find that when mine starts bugging, I just update it or something like that. Actually, they can't hear me. What am I talking about? Lol. Anyway, we'll keep going. I would like to look at what Zeus said. BRUSDT. So, what is this? Brew. Iron Brew. .p. I'd buy a bit. Yes, yes, yes. Yes, for sure. So, not really too much, too worth putting too many lines on this chart. as it's not going to help a whole bunch, but that seems to look good for now. Yeah. And if we had those on, it would have been very, very fun scalping, as you know, one entry, great entry, possibly a TP, possibly a short here, another short there, entry, entry, TP. So you can pull out, wow, 20% moves. Yeah, this is exactly what I want to see. What's this shit? What is this shit? I need to add this. BRUSDT.P. That's the sort of thing that's very interesting to trade. So what's that like? Yeah, so if this comes down to daily open again, it's possibly a long, and the stop's about two-ish%, maybe a bit more, so possibly 3 to 4x, 3 to 5x on the trade. I don't think you need more than 3, but you could use 5x if you have a tight invalidation. However, if you were going to start leveraging in quite high, like let's say there, you'd probably want to use 4x and put the stop there. I think that looks good. And then yeah, if it does what it did last time, it will do 15 to 20%, which is quite nice. That's pretty cool. Thanks for letting me know. It always cracks me up when somebody says they can't hear anything and the mentor starts voice instructing them to do stuff. Yeah, 100. I was literally telling them, wait, they can't hear me. Don't care. It be moving. Yeah, for sure. I paused my VPN. It seems to be okay. Yeah, that actually happens to me sometimes as well. If my VPN's in some like booky far off country, it will bug out my other connections. And then yeah, but if it's in like, excuse me, if it's in like my country, it'll be fine. Glad you can hear. Glad you can hear. But yeah, so this is looking pretty decent for a possible long. I actually will set an alert at 1.6, but conversely, you could probably set orders in here as long as you had a stop and your leverage was quite low. And you could do the same on the other side up here, and you could just possibly wait. That's quite a big range, but it's not too bad. Maybe 3x. Yeah, cool. I like it. I love stuff like this, especially when they just launch and the volume's really high, or the percentage movement's really high as well. You can like sit here for like 2 days straight and just scalp out 10% moves either way, and it's pretty decent. I think I did that on PopCat when it released. I faked every moment. So Filecoin's losing its daily open right now. It's just testing its low. So if it was going to hold anywhere, it was going to be here. If not, we're probably going to go and test. Probably March actually. I don't think it's going to stop off here that much. It might do like a little, but yeah, I think March is quite a good level. And then yeah, hopefully we can make a higher low off here to there. I think that'll be looking pretty good, pretty decent. And yeah, we obviously still have the stupid pocket down lower if we do start coming lower on Filecoin. But yeah, Filecoin's actually another one which is really nice to trade, as I was kind of showing you guys here along my brush strokes where you can just trade it very easily on like previous high, even on the 15 minute, where it gives you some very nice entries. To be honest, not really those two, but they're. Yeah, I need to clean up this chart as well. So I'm definitely watching out for this. If it were to come slightly lower into March, I think I would be quite happy to set some alerts in there because I'm only going to be, sorry, some bids because I'm only going to be on 3x and the range is about, ooh, let's say 2%. So that's pretty nice. It's kind of exactly what you want to see. Although, yeah, yeah, definitely an area of interest. But yeah, alert me for now. 305. 305 on Filecoin. And what else? Is your OM's trade still going? This is so weird now that it's trading kind of normally since here. And then you look at that and you're like, what? I guess that didn't go up to March, even though it looked like it was going to find support on the weekly open. It's actually just broken through it. And now we're coming down a little bit lower, so there's a possible Stuber here. We could do a big one from down there, but I'm not sure about that. The local one would be there to there, because we didn't break that high, but we did break that high. I'm not really a big fan of that, but it's definitely possible. The reason why I'm not a big fan of that is because it's a 1.5 range and we got the demand zone just below with a previous weekly open. So maybe if you were to like catch something in between there and there, and then it just pings back into the pocket and holds the 886, that could be a play. However, I'm not sure if I would start at the 786 on this one, just because it looks a little bit janky, and the price action on this is so weird. Like it sometimes it can just do lower lows or just go a little bit further than you think it is going to, which is a bit weird. But moving away from me, I would love to hear about what you guys are trading or what you guys are looking at, because the BR stuff definitely interests me a lot to scalp out, especially if I'm like doing nothing on a Saturday. You know, you sit down with a beer, a little cigarette, you get like 2 hours, 2, 3, 4 hours. You just scalp it out both ways. Buy, sell. Easy. You just gave a thumbs up, and the second you did, it went off again. What is going on, man? Looking at H bar on the 1 hour for potential 6% long. If I read it correctly, when bullish a Stuber pocket. Let's go. I do love a bit of H bar. I've got it somewhere here. It's here. So, ooh, yes, this will definitely be in the Stuber pocket. So, what do we have here? Actually, that's a little bit lower on that one. A little bit lower. Yeah, that looks quite nice. It's probably going to hold on this 4 hour as well. I like it, I like it, I like it a lot. Yeah, so first TP, probably second and third, 10% each there, and then hopefully you get the like big 7 to 8% move up to the highs on that. However, what's the stop on this? Yeah, 1% stop. I like it. It's good. Perfect. Perfect little trade setup here. you have a higher high, something that breaks previous highs, and then you just pull from the low, come back into the weekly open with the demand zone. I mean, it should bounce here, even if it doesn't do the like full up to here. It might just come up to here and then come back down. That's why you TP some here, and then if it comes back down, you get stopped at break even, and you can do it again. And then if you get stopped out, you get stopped out for 1% because the risk maybe a little bit more than 1%, but the risk is fine. So yeah, it's a perfect trading setup right there. To be honest, could be time to jump in maybe. Could be time to jump in on that if we get the. I would like to wait for our close, but it's definitely something that you could long here. I'd be pretty confident in that hitting. I think those ones hit quite well. It's good. It's good. It's good. Let's see if there's any. So that comes in the demand zone. Very interesting. That's arcing down right now. For this to change its arc down, because right now it looks like it's going to close and then it's going to come out down here. This would probably have to close above the weekly open, or at least just here. So if that candle does close above the weekly open, yeah, it'll be looking really, really good actually. Really, really good. Definitely the best trading setup I've seen today so far in the sesh. No sound for me. Meant to be off today. Off to the gym. Oh, I'm gonna have to relay that to the boys. The gym. Always thought that would be a good name for a bar. Yeah, maybe if you had like a theme drinks or something. But yeah, all in all, possibly a quiet weekend with a few trade setups coming. I think we're going to get a lot of these sort of stubers. This is probably the one that's been accelerated the most as it's near its weekly open and its demand zone and in its pocket. I think we're going to get quite a lot of these on some alts that have just like breaking out. So, for example, near, just do a really quick one. If that comes into there, which I actually already have alert on, it's probably some sort of other level, even though it's not loading. For example, that. So you could really get it on anything right now. Just make sure that you're calculating your risk fine. So yeah, that's 1%. That's fine. You probably want to do it underneath there. Well, it's just underneath the 86, I guess. You'd really want to see it hold its weekly open, but you know. Another one, render. There's a local one here, and there's a bigger one on the 4 maybe from there. So you could watch that out. Watch for that. The local one's nice because it comes in around the weekly open, or just on it. So if we were to like come down and drop this level here, say something like that, and then bearishly retest, you could short this with a quite a tight stop. Well, I guess 1% normal stop. And then that could take you down to the weekly open just on a little scalp. I mean, you'd probably take profit at the 786 and then, yeah, ladder in down at the weekly open from like here to here. Maybe a bit more than 1% this time, 1.5. And then hopefully that's the long that takes you all the way back up to like, daily open or the swing. Maybe 10% move if you're lucky to the highs, and then we'll see if it fails or not. But yeah, there is quite a lot of textbook stuff coming up. So yeah, get your stubers out and just long anything that you would like with moderate leverage and a good stop, and let it play out. However, injective is something that hasn't broken its high, so do not stupefib this, as it could easily drop its floor. Yeah, it has to be Jim, not with a G, with a J. Jim Bob. The blue Chrysler. That looks like MDX on the right in that picture, bro. Oh, blue oyster. Lol. That actually looks like that's what MDX is going to look like in like 20 years. No, I haven't seen the movie. I haven't seen it. Looks like an old one. But yeah, Arve has done it, so you can stew with this. Just a loose one. Jeez. What year was that made then? It kind of looks like maybe the late 70s? 84. Early 80s, mate. But yeah, carrying on with these Stubers, that's not really available. Yeah, so Fett's coming up to its pocket right now. It's also on its weekly open, which is quite nice. Um, this is not something that you should really long yet. You should wait to see if it holds it, and then yeah, you could possibly. To be honest, I don't really like that because there's quite a lot of resistance up above that I'm not sure if we're gonna break because it looks a little bit. I don't really like that market structure that much. Things like this make me feel like it's gonna go for another go at the lows, and then if it holds, it'll be the double bottom and do that. Not just magically like come from the depths and you know. So maybe not that, but maybe. I mean, it's possible. The setup is there. The setups are all here right now for the taking. So as long as your risk is well thought out, and you're not over margining your trade, you should be very relaxed taking some of these setups because they're pretty textbook. This is exactly what they look you look for really. The XRP setup I think I gave didn't really come through. We didn't really get the test into the daily open, so I'm gonna actually delete that. I hate my charts looking like too many lines and stuff. It just annoys me so much. I think I've got some sort of like mild autism. Uh, yeah. So I'm still interested at this in the weekly open and the super pocket. I think there's going to be a lot of buying pressure on XRP down there. They also obviously are having some rumors with the Swift Bank, Japan for cross-border payments. Um, so yeah, it's definitely something that I'm keeping an eye on. Actually, I did want to look at Link. Yeah, I mean there is another potential Stuber at the previous weekly open. I'm not going to keep that on just because I want my chart to look a little bit more fresh. So yeah, we've dropped this floor. Now the next one is in here on the combination band. So yeah, see how that reacts there, and there could be a nice little scalp up to Q3. However, if we lose that low, I mean, yeah, it could go a little bit lower into here. Is this untested, this weekly? Yeah, this weekly's untested, so maybe not. Maybe not long on that previous weekly. Maybe this one. And then, yeah, we also have some, like, crazy overlapping demand on August if we were to drop a little bit lower. Which is where the 4-hour combination band comes in between May and August. Very interesting. And yeah, we've hit this one to have some resistance. Pretty cool stuff lining up, guys. Yeah, so what's Hype doing? Let's take off all this shite off. Let's get it on the 12-hour. So yeah, we've had a nice little pop, but in the grand scheme of things, we haven't done much yet. It's definitely a start. We're definitely doing the bullish back test, if this is going to be the bullish back test right now. What you want to see now is we want to see holds of, like, firstly here, which we haven't done. We're actually bearishly retesting that. So we want to see holds of Q4 or the weekly open. There's probably a Stuber in there as well. That's definitely something that you can play. But then we want to see pumps. We want to see pumps on this up to like 16 in this range here. So we can start creating some market structure, which looks like low, higher, higher, low somewhere in here. And then we need to break this high on the next go. And then, yeah, you're looking quite good to even just consolidate in here for a while. And then hopefully break out towards March. Yeah, to give the market a bit of breathing room from the extreme dumpiness. But yeah, in the grand scheme of things, I don't think this is going to be like, new all-time highs rally. I do think everyone's a little bit too bearish at the moment. So if we were to rally, I think it could go a little bit higher than people expect. So maybe 90k, but there's a lot of liquidity up above here. And then maybe like a quick wick and then something like that. And then bye-bye, it's over. And it would look like that on the daily. But there's also a lot of liquidity right at this box here. I've had this on for ages. If I can extend it. Is that a liquidity box? Yeah, I think it is. So yeah, I mean, if they were gonna slam this down into a bear market, I'm not sure how many of these guys would get a free ride up in here. But yeah, also we could do like that and then do the highs. Who knows? We'll have to see. Oh, I want to keep that like that. But yeah, I think it's quite like it's a nice chilled Friday. There's a few setups coming our way. And yeah, I'm quite happy to take some of them. Possibly if I see anything nice. I've got to actually do some stuff today though. Oh. And not some fun stuff. But yeah, anything else? Anyone want me to look at anything? Or shall I just rattle off a few stupid fibs and some alerts for the last, 5-10 minutes? I am yours. I'm yours to behold. Yo, this has just dropped its pocket nastily. And that's why you always use a stop. You must use a stop every single time. Otherwise, you will have no money for next time. wonder if that's going to close inside. Couple nice Stubers on Pepe. So one didn't really get to touch that, but there's another one down in here, which could be interesting. Oh, I actually haven't even looked at PopCat really today properly. Actually, we have, but this is coming back down into its weekly open, so this has proved to be nice support to long off. Obviously, the more times we touch it, the more likely it is to break, and we do. I still am obviously talking about this Stuber pocket in between 5.5, 155, and 147. So yeah, this is definitely a possible long again. Maybe on 5x max with 2% stop. Maximum 5x on this for entries, and then you just jank it up if it does something. If it were to drop that, I'm not sure if it will hold this level. I think it might just go like that and then into the lows. So that's the game plan on that. You can long this though. It's obviously support, and it's acted as support a good long multiple times. If I just put that doesn't really line up too much, but yeah, if we were to drop that, if we were to break the weekly open, don't try and short it straight away. Just wait for the retest, and then yeah, you might get a really nice long in here, which would possibly even net you like a really good gain. I mean, it's 20. Is if you get the bottom of the Stuber pocket, it's 23% just up to the weekly open, 30 to the previous daily, 40 to the range highs, and then yeah, like if you break out to here, it's looking good. So yeah. Hey bro, how's it going, Lensby? You stay up late for Stu's old stream yesterday? We just talked about a few Stuber setups this morning on a few alts. I should probably maybe compile them into a list. I'm just gonna check that my live stream looks fine and it's not on a weird small window. I'm just gonna check. Oh, it is on a small window today. Okay, my live stream looks fine and it's not on a weird small window. Has anyone ever had a problem? So who's got a PC or a computer? So I had all my settings fine, and one day my extra display that I use for everything, my curved monitor, was really zoomed in, and all the settings were like really bugged out. So I've got extended screen from my laptop, and it was really zoomed in, and the extended was like bugged out, and all of my settings were just one day just completely trashed. And now they've all like completely gone bare, like really weird. Like all my OBS settings are weird. All my screen settings and my display settings were really weird, which I obviously fixed straight away, but it literally just happened like yesterday or the day before. So annoying. Haha, yeah, I had to check in what Stu was looking for. Could that be because of Nvidia new driver update? I'm not sure. I've got a Mac. But maybe I did do an update. I'm not sure if I did an update. Hey, brother Sam. How's it going, man? You don't have a kid. If you had a kid, the explanation would be obvious. Yeah. I don't know, man. It was really annoying. So if you go to like the live session on the website, it's in this like it's in a small like the whole screen on my recording on my OBS. It's not taking up the whole screen. It's like in the corner, like half the screen. It's super weird. It's gonna be a bit of a weird recording today. But yeah, I think we'll round it up because I've got to go and do some. Do you know what? I might as well just tell you guys. I might be breaking up with my girlfriend today. We'll have to see. It's not been a great week. But yeah, I'm gonna go over to hers and hash out one of them weeks, one of them days. But I might be single for the 100k party for all the Russian models. On the bright side, yeah, it's been a bit of a shit one this week. Yeah, life, man. Do you know what I hate about it? I hate that just this. I'm a big thinker. I hate the sleepless nights. Like I honestly just hate it. I'd rather just be like I hate the like just like waiting to like hash out. It's better annoying like when girls do that and they're just like super like offhand and like dodging everything. It's just better annoying. Like it sucks. Come over here and I'll find you a baddie from my day. You know what? I was actually thinking of like visiting you guys in the US maybe, but I'm gonna be in after the 100k party. I'm gonna be in Malaysia and Thailand for a bit. Oh, sorry. When you're ready, yeah. I mean, I could keep you guys updated. It's not easy being human sometimes. Thanks, guys. Thanks. I mean, hopefully. Do you ever guys? Do you ever get this? Like, I should probably stop my recording now. I'm actually gonna stop my recording. Sorry, before we do